Dar here from Dar's Divine Connections, where we make impactful connections for lasting positive life changes. Today's topic is the 5 love languages. Perhaps you've heard of these before, but we are going to have an intention today to use them to chemically change our physical body by bringing in endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine. By adding these chemicals into our system, we can feel more relaxed, more calm, more peaceful, and of course, we can even feel more love coming in and more love being sent out. These chemicals also block out the fear, anxiety, and worry chemicals. So let's bring them in, right? So my discussion of the 5 love languages isn't about communicating love with a romantic partner, although it can be. We'll be taking more of a universal view of love. And we will be talking more about love of family, love of friends, love of pets, love of spirit, love of coworkers, and most importantly, we'll be stressing love of self. Very important in these days. Well, in every day, right? Because it all starts with you. It all starts with the I, right? So the 5 languages are words of affirmation, quality time, gift giving, acts of service, and probably a pretty obvious one, physical touch. So the first one, affirmations, is probably the most obvious, and it has to do with not just saying I love you, but also complimenting a person on not just their looks. It's compliments and statements like, oh, you handled that well. Or thinking of a memory with them and saying, remember when you said this and we laughed together, or whatever that memory might be. Saying things like, I believe in you. I support you. Also, those 2 words, thank you and I am sorry, right? So words like, so those are some of the statements. So words like, you're hardworking, you're creative, oh, you're so honest, you're so knowledgeable, you're ambitious when it comes to that, you're so capable of whatever it might be, you're charismatic, you're efficient, you're flexible, you're supportive, you're so trustworthy, you're stable, I can count on you, and the list goes on. When we think of saying compliments or positive affirmations beyond surface opinions, don't forget to include them in yourself as well. In your self-talk, what are you saying to yourself? Are you saying things like, I am knowledgeable, I am capable, I am charismatic, I am efficient, I am flexible, I am supportive, I am authentic, I am trustworthy, I am stable? Those are even better when you say them into a mirror with conviction. Our subconscious, Our subconscious believes whatever we tell it. And we can bring in those desired chemicals into our system. Those chemicals we talked about of serotonin, endorphins, dopamine. And that's a powerful way to express love, is to really give compliments that are sincere and from the heart. And not always you look great, or you are beautiful, or you are handsome. Those surface about their looks doesn't run as deep as talking about characteristics. So the second language is quality time. Quality time. So this is individual attention, and a very small, easy, but important way to start is with good eye contact. Paying attention to the person directly with good eye contact, with head nods, with leaning in, with your body language. And this is just good listening. Pretty much good listening. Spending quality time can be just good listening. What does that mean? It means putting your phone away. It means turning off the TV. It means putting other tasks aside and actually giving them your full attention, no matter who that them might be. Quality time also applies to self-love and making time in your life, in your schedule, to do things that bring you joy, whether that be music or dancing, swimming, hot tub, reading, drawing, writing, or whatever makes your soul happy. Spending quality time with others regularly can do something that you both enjoy. And this can be pre-scheduled. This can be specific dates or date nights or game nights, or doing something that you know the other person or people enjoy. So any of these activities will bring in those chemicals of serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. The third language is gift giving. And children tend to be really good at this. I know my grandchildren, if we're outside, they'll pick up a rock or they'll pick a dandelion and they'll give it to an adult that's standing nearby as a gift. I've got a gift for you. Or I have a secret gift and it's in their pocket and they'll take it out. Or they'll draw a picture and present it. So children just seem to be naturally good at the art of giving a simple token or a gift. Now, this should not be confused with materialism, right? So perhaps it's a card or a note or an expression of thanking a coworker for helping you with a project. So we don't want to confuse it with materialism or trying to buy someone's love. That is definitely carrying it to an extreme. It can be just a text, a small surprise gift for like no occasion, bringing food to a meal or bringing in a favorite food of someone's into your meal planning. So the gift giving can also be an expression of self-love, where you purchase small things that please you, like a new book, an item of jewelry, an item of makeup, a colorful scarf. So the key is that you feel pleased to have gifted yourself, but without guilt. So, not expensive gifts, the same with the gift giving to other people. It's the meaning behind it. So you should feel pleased to have treated yourself. Again, the act of giving and receiving gifts will bring in those chemicals that we desire into our body. And the fourth language of love is acts of service. So words like, let me do that for you, or let's tackle this together, are definitely statements of love. Also, how would you like to get this done? Can I lend a hand? Those words work miracles in the workplace as well as at home, making someone know that you love them. Even more obvious tasks like running an errand, fixing things, or cleaning things, as well as stopping or discontinuing something you are doing or you like to do and doing what they would like to do instead is a great act of showing love. We don't want that to become a habit. Again, we don't carry them to the extremes. When it comes to self-love, acts of service, and the emphasis would be on keeping promises to yourself. Not disappointing yourself with laziness or broken commitments, or perhaps you're someone who does a to-do list and the to-do list is still sitting there, not done several days later. That is not an act of loving yourself. Loving yourself is checking off your to-do list and keeping your commitments. Again, bringing in those chemicals of endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine. And then number 5, you probably guessed it, it's physical touch. This isn't all about the bedroom because remember, we're not talking about strictly relationship and partner love. We're talking about universal love. And so it includes things like standing close to someone, having just a caring physical presence. We mentioned with the art of listening, the eye contact, the leaning in, the physical can be included with that. And touching, just a touch on the shoulder or the arm or a pat on the back, any of those simple touching with caring brings in the endorphins. So touch can easily express care and concern, excitement, unity, and love, as long as it's touching in a kind, caring, loving way. Touching someone when you first greet them, or when you walk by and they're in the same room and you just kind of touch and rub, maybe while they're sitting there at a table, and you just, that's kind of the way you say hello. Also communicates caring, love. It recognizes them right there in the moment. Of course, you've got your obvious examples like hand-holding and cuddling and kissing and a back rub or massage and sexual intimacy. When physical touch comes into self-care, it becomes the act of knowing what you need and asking for it or going to get it. So expressions of self-love with physical, you could have your hair done or your nails or a pedicure, Or, pretty obviously, you can have a massage. And that'll bring in all those chemicals of serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins, as have all 5 of the love languages that we've covered today. My wish for you is that you incorporate all 5 types into your daily life to become extremely gifted in perhaps 1 or 2. So focus on using these 5 for expressing your self-love, for bringing in those chemicals of endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine, and canceling out the fear, worry, anxiety chemicals. They can't both be in your body at the same time. So we can't have adrenaline and endorphins at the same time, which would be a pretty popular fear chemical. So focus on using these. Thanks for letting me share this message with you. And feel free to email me with any questions. I answer all my own emails at darsdivineconnections@gmail.com. And until next time, blessings your way, everyone.